Under the blazing sun, thousands of mourners poured into the streets of Ganta City in Nimba County to pay their final respects to the man many called the political godfather of Nimba. The roads packed with people traveling from remote towns and villages, determined to honor a figure who had loomed large in their lives for decades. Prince Johnson's life was marked by transformation from a feared rebel leader during Liberia's civil war to a senator and a Christian preacher. However, his legacy is far from uncontested. Speaking to the BBC, Councillor Jerome Verdier, former head of the Liberia Truth and Reconciliation Commission, highlighted Johnson's dark role during the war.
Myself, I witnessed Prince Johnson killing people across the bridge in Monrovia, Bushra Island, 5 different times in my presence. That's how brutal and ruthless he was. And there was killing all around. He was indisciplined.
Despite these allegations, Johnson's supporters in Nimba remember him differently. Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, a close ally, defended Johnson's legacy during the funeral.
If you enter in Ganta, the day we enter, you will know that a tree has fallen. You will know that a hero has gone to rest. If you went to Saniquale, you went to Campley, you went to Ban, Sacre-Pied. And so Senator was never guilty. He's a hero, and that's why we're burying him as a hero.
But Johnson's relationship with justice was complicated. For years, he opposed the court, insisting his wartime actions were in defense of his people. Former warlord and now senator of Nimba County, Thomas Yaya Nimlin, claimed that Johnson used his political influence to avoid prosecution but was betrayed by President Boakai, a claim the government denies.
He always wanted to buy time. So every time a presidential candidate came and he would go and say, I will make you president, but I want you to buy me time. He did that with President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. President Weah said, when you make me president, I will buy you time. He went to rescue and did more than what he did for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Weah. But when the time came, the time that was promised him was never given. Senator Johnson was troubled.
President Joseph Boakai, in his eulogy, acknowledged the contradictions of Johnson's legacy, describing him as a symbol of Liberia's painful past.
Senator Johnson's past is intertwined with some of the painful chapters of our country's history. However, as someone who ultimately embraced the path of peace, and it is important to acknowledge that in his later years, Senator Johnson worked diligently to promote healing in our nation.
Johnson's death leaves a political vacuum in Nimba. Figures like Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, Representative Samuel Koga, and businessman Musa Beleti, among others, are seen as political successors, but whether they can wield the same influence remains uncertain. Prince Johnson's funeral has once again brought Liberia's unresolved past to the forefront. His life, marked by both brutality and transformation, reflects the nation's ongoing struggle to reconcile justice with peace.